Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all going.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Got it behind the line. It's Marsh. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Spartans! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you get
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Holland.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They're going to ride this running back.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Works the middle of the field. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now adjusting. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun to give to the back. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. He wants it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dances away from the heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep moving. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Quick strike complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks one. Got it. He's got it and just sachets into the end zone for the touchdown. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 4 over Kennesaw State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Marsh. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll leave it with him. Running with power. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Now facing a 3rd and long. It's caught downfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll throw it on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. It's caught. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Fires downfield. He's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming after it. Makes the grab. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll open the second half with a run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the single back. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. It's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. play action on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Power football with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Right back to the well. Across the 25. He's got room. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. The Spartans are rolling down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give to the tailback. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that 1st defender. He now has 91 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Here's the handoff. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that is enough.
Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Pocket starts to collapse. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
You know, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's not afraid to go deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan State!
Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes his connection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
He's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Pressure looking deep down the right side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Takes the easy one to the back. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Running back searching for a hole. breaks the tackle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Makes his man miss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Unleashes it on the run. And it's caught inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line deep. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here, and the offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the right. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Michigan State.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down.
Some misdirection with the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. And he will house it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
At the 11-yard line. First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
Michigan State.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The extra point.
Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this